Fixtures for Matchday 31 of the Premier League marbles: Liverpool face off against Watford, Brighton face off against Norwich, Chelsea face off against Brentford, and Leeds United will be up against Southampton. Into our first feature game now, it's between Burnley, struggling at the bottom of the table, against Manchester City, who are at the top of the table. An absolute key game at both ends of the table. Man City will be the favourites, but who will come out on top? Into our next round of fixtures now, it'll be Wolves versus Aston Villa, West Ham versus Everton, Spurs play Newcastle, and Crystal Palace are up against Arsenal. Into our last feature game, and it will be Manchester United versus Leicester. Two of the teams who are in decent form, not great form, but this will be a very good game between these two teams at Old Trafford. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. So it's been 2 weeks and the Premier League marbles is back. We're starting off with Liverpool versus Watford. Here we go, no goals so far. It's a goal for Watford. At the minute they lead 1-0, but now Firmino gets one back. Currently 1-1 at the minute. Will there be a winner? The two Watford balls move towards the goal, and I believe they're going to go in. Watford win it 3-1. Up next with the game between Brighton and Norwich. Two teams who will be looking to get a win, who will need a win. Here we go. It's a goal for Brighton early, but now Norwich get two. It's currently 2-1 at the minute. Now it's 3-2 to Brighton. Now it's 4-4. Incredibly, what a game. 4-4. Up next with the game between Burnley and Manchester City. Man City need to win here for the title. They should get 3 points. They are the favourites. Burnley need 3 points. It's a goal for Man City early. They currently lead 2-0. Now it's 2-1. I believe it's now 2-2. Incredible. Man City get two of their own. It's now 4-2 at the minute, and the marbles are still rolling in. It's going to be a 6-2 win for Manchester City. It's been goals galore so far in the Premier League marbles. Up next we have Chelsea versus Brentford. Chelsea the favourites here to get the win. Will they get it? It's a goal for Chelsea early. They currently lead. Now it's 1-1. It's 2-1. It's 2-2. It's 3-2 to Brentford. They've come back amazingly. Janssen, he's going to hit the post incredibly, and Lukaku comes through and equalises, and it's 3-3 between Chelsea and Brentford. Up next is the game between Leeds and Southampton. Who will get the win here? Two teams looking for a win. Southampton probably in better form. Here we go. Goal early for Southampton. They take a 1-0 lead from James Ward-Prowse. No goals so far. Now they've added another one there from Redmond. It's now 3-0. It's 4-0 to Southampton. James Ward-Prowse with his second goal, it looks like, and it looks like number 5, Cooper, gets the goal, and it's a 4-1 win. Welcome to part 2 of the Premier League marbles. Wolves versus Aston Villa. Seems like an unpredictable affair. Here we go. No goals so far. Now it's Wolves who lead. They lead 3-0. It's now 3-1, I believe. 4-1, I believe. It looks like that's going to be the end of it, as Ings gets a goal there, and it's 4-2 to Wolves. Up next we have the game between Manchester United and Leicester City. Two teams who have not had a good season so far. Here we go. Into the middle, marbles go. It's a goal for Leicester. It's now 2-1 in a minute. Now Marcus Rashford makes it 3-1 to Man United. Ronaldo makes it 4-1 to Manchester United. No goals looks like so far. That is how it's going to end. It's going to be Harvey Barnes to add one more, and it's 4-2. Our next game up is between West Ham and Everton. West Ham, the huge favourites here against Everton. Here we go. Into the middle, marbles go. No goals so far at the minute. Now it's the goal for West Ham. The goal for Everton. 2 for West Ham again. It looks like Antonio's got a goal there. It looks like it's going to be 5-2 to West Ham. The goals are flying in so far in the Premier League marbles. Up next is Tottenham versus Newcastle. Two very good teams and are in form. Goal for Tottenham early. Now it's 1-1. It's now 2-1. I believe it's now 3-1. As they do take the lead, will there be any more goals? The Chris Wood ball is moving towards the goal, but so is the Son one. It's number 7 and number 20. Chris Wood hits the post and Son flies in. Our last game up is Crystal Palace versus Arsenal. Two good teams in very good form at the minute. Here we go. Into the middle, marbles go. It's a goal for Saka, I believe. He's got one. Now it's another goal there for Gabriel. It's going to be Conor Gallagher to get another one as well, and it's going to be 3-1 to Arsenal as they get the win. So the results were Liverpool losing 3-1 to Watford. It was a 4-4 draw between Brighton and Norwich, a 3-3 draw between Chelsea and Brentford, and a 4-1 win for Southampton over Leeds. Into our first feature game, and it was a 6-2 win for Manchester City over Burnley, with every player getting on the score sheet. Sterling, Jesus, Grealish, De Bruyne and Foden all on the score sheet. Into our next round of fixtures, and it was a 4-2 win for Wolves over Aston Villa. It was a 5-2 win for West Ham over Everton, a 4-1 win for Tottenham over Newcastle, and a 3-1 win for Arsenal over Crystal Palace. Into our last feature game now, and it was a 4-2 win for Manchester United, with goals from Harry Maguire, Paul Pogba, Rashford and Ronaldo getting the win for Rangnick's side. Let's move on to the table. The Premier League marbles table for Matchday 31. We have new leaders, ladies and gentlemen. In Manchester City, they take a 1-point lead over Liverpool. Man United are up into 3rd as Newcastle move down to 4th. Everton's loss to West Ham sees them move down to 7th, with Southampton and Tottenham now in the top 6. Watford move up from 13th to 10th as Norwich and Brighton both move down the table. West Ham jump out of the relegation zone up into 15th. And it's going to be Leeds United to join Leicester and Burnley in the relegation zone. Now moving in to the top scorer list, and it's going to be Ivan Toney and Mohamed Salah. Every week I say it, they are top scorers still with 21 goals this season. 19 goals for James Ward-Prowse, Lukaku, Dennis and Kevin De Bruyne. 18 goals for Saka, Ronaldo and Pukki. 17 goals for Maupay, Son and Antonio. And 15 goals for He-Chan. It looks like Ivan Toney and Mohamed Salah are going to battle this one until the end. Thank you for watching. Please like the video if you did enjoy. Subscribe down below if you are new. And there's a new Premier League marbles coming next week.